So I started the live stream. We're going to be waiting for people to come in. Did I? Oh, there it is. Okay. Hello, Mez. Hello, Mez. Right on time. Now I just started it a couple of minutes early. It's 9:30 now. So we'll wait a few minutes to get some people inside, and then we're going to start talking about the big picture of the market. What's been happening. Hello, Ash. Hello. So yeah, this live stream is going to be a lot of important things. It's going to be talking about how to be that top, 1% that's successful. I talk about 5, 10%, and we're talking about those 1% that's really successful, right? And what does it take to make sure that you are successful? So we're going to go over that, okay? Because that's important. And hopefully there'll be some questions. But I'm going to be telling you some experiences of why I know what I'm talking about why people are failing in the markets. And I'm going to give you some examples of the reasons why. So the live stream is going to be very helpful for people that I know there are people that a lot of people that have come to me because they've made a lot of mistakes and they've lost money in the market, but they're going to continue to make the same mistakes unless they change their mindset and then of course strategy, which is what I have the strategy, but I have it kind of a complete everything, the mindset, the strategy, everything. Hello, and I Tempai. So this live stream is for everybody. Listen to me. In my group, I've always said the percentages will be very small, people who are going to succeed. They don't listen to what I'm telling them. They pick and choose. They go through the motions. Listen, I'm going to talk about the sun and the rain as an example and why you have to understand these two variables. That's why I'm going to explain some really important things that are going to help the people who really want success. All right. Hello, Fast and Furious. Hello, David. So all the people that are in the group here, David, Ash, everybody. Of course, a lot of people are doing the right things. Listen, you want to listen to everything that I'm going to say in this live stream, okay? And it's a statistical measurement of me with all my experience I have with people. The market is designed, especially if you're listening to the market is designed to make you lose money. Reality, simply stated. And I said this: if it was easy, everyone would succeed. But a lot of people think of it like, oh, you know what? I'm going to make money in the market. I'm just going to listen to this, take these hot tips from this guy, this person or that, and everything's going to be honky-dory. And I guarantee you that it's not going to be the case. You're going to have some short-term success, right? It's not my coin. I mean, I've said everything. So one of the coin is one of my members, goes to me, said to me, I rather learn I don't want to use those words right now. Shit. Well, okay, I will tell you the shit. I rather learn from the shit to catch the sugar than catch the sugar and not know how to deal with the shit, right? And then there's another analogy, simply rain and the sun. Hello, Eric. Oh, new profile pic. The rain and the sun, right? So we're going to go over that. Really, guys, it's very important that you listen to this live stream because there are members that I had to kick out of the group. And one of the reasons being, as I said to you, and I said this, and I already knew this, the success rate will be very low. It will only be for the few that really take root of what I'm saying, right? Because they only want the sun. right? But the fact of the matter is, and I can assure you from experience, that in order to catch the sun, you need to deal with the rain. And so we're going to start with that sun and the rain. We're talking about the SPY. So I knew the market wasn't bearish, okay? But the market, as I said, has been is more complex and difficult through these, all these new information that's coming into it. And it even was able to create signals putting me in more rain that I want to be. However, because I understand the understanding of dealing with the rain to catch the sun, I was able to catch the sun. Bah, 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 boom, 5 winning plans in a row to fix up some of the rain. Now, if I would have cried, wah, 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 I would be, and decide to take a vacation and just, I'm gonna and drink some, get drunk. I miss out on the gains, and I couldn't really help people because you got to be mentally strong. Now, I've told you that's what I have. This is what people are not. They are not mentally strong. They are mentally weak. How do I know? Anybody coming into my group has not come in mentally strong. I assure you this. If they became more mentally strong, it's because they've been able to stick with me with the longevity part of it. But that's still a small percentage, right? How many hundreds of people I had to kick out of this group, and I had to create filter systems and so on and so forth. That being said, the right people do come into the group. I'm going to talk about some of the right people that come into the group and why they do so well. Right? I want to talk about that, right? So a lot of the people that are in my group still, they have gone through what I call the sun and the rain, and they stuck to it. Now, if you have learned, the key is to learn about what happened during the sun, what happens during the rain, and did you catch the sun? Now, let me give you an example here. So we're gonna talk about MA. We're gonna talk about all this Roku, everything, but let's talk about the SPY people. Hello, Vic. Let's talk about the SPY. So on May 31st, right over here, PowerTarget Trade on the Twitter made a video explaining about Fibonacci retracements. And those were just one facts. I explained the market isn't really bearish because one of the analogies I had was we kind of fell like going down the stairs, like walking down the stairs, but we rose like an elevator. Do you know why we rose like an elevator? Because I was right. That's why. But even when you were right, I said this many times, you can be doing all the right things and still losses can come. Still problems can come. The reality is, how do you deal with what is wrong and correct it with what is right? This is the skill nobody has. Absolutely nobody has. Listen, I had people there are services we're telling people we're preparing for the SPY to go lower. Right? They had no idea. They were thinking that if the 1 hour chart goes over, for example, one guy, if the 1 hour chart was going, that was the game over for it. I explained in my group all these support levels. First of all, we never even touched the 270, 170. So who are you to even think that the market SPY is going to go to 264? So what I'm getting at is these services don't have the skills. They don't have the skills because they don't go into their own trades and they don't care. They just say their stuff, right? Yeah, if you pick 100 ideas and you pick the nitty-gritty one or two that you want to get in, and you leave it for your group to figure out the other whatever, you're gonna lose, right? I didn't do that. What I did was I told my group, first we had a plan with CCI. I said, listen, people, the CCI is telling us something. It didn't perform as well as I will, and then everything else woke up. So I had CCI, MDT, AMD, Apple, Walmart. These were things we were stocking within this 2 weeks period, but nothing would confirm. Some stuff would confirm, like we had a problem with MasterCard. Of course, I wasn't wrong, MasterCard, but the problem with MasterCard is it overshot. In other words, they pulled it back too much, but then they took off. So if you look at what MasterCard did, so this is what I mean by being correct and still losing, right? Now, some people actually held the MasterCard and got their gains, right? I did not because it did not follow my rules. However, I wasn't wrong. To this day, if you ask a question, and I talked about, I think the entry was on, I think it was on this day. If we ask when I said, like, if you look at you take a look at like I told you, like Warren Buffett, he's been getting into positions being wrong for years, right? I was wrong for a few days, but I wasn't wrong. In a billionaire's eyes, he's laughing to the bank. He says, you're the greatest, right? But with options games, and if the market has these crazy fluctuations, right, you're going to have some losses for the wrong reasons. Again, not for the right. If I was wrong completely, this thing would have continuously tanked, but it didn't, and along with a lot of other stocks. However, I had already prepared winning plans. Now, if you were crying, wah, and don't understand how to handle the rain, don't position yourself properly. This is why I tell people you need the right count sizes. You fail to catch the sun, and then what happens is you fall prey to that vicious cycle of, and I know a lot of people have done so. They oh, I should have went in that. I should have did this. I should have did that. Right? But reality was you weren't mentally prepared or you had the right plans. See, I, on the other hand, I have gone through all these cycles year after year after year after year after year. So I know, again, what's happened this year is very unique to other years, right? You can't compare 2018, and I had to make adjustments to 2018 and 2019. It's never the same. But what is the same is the sun and the rain. So I simplify it: sun, rain. Now, sun could be for months, and the same rules and ideas. Just we're killing it. In fact, in a month or two of being prepared for the sun, you could be making all the money for years. You know, depending on the person's account size. Now, if you're not able to handle the rain and prepare to catch the sun, like a lot of people that did not listen to me, they miss out on the plan. They miss out on the wins. They miss out on bringing their account back up to where it should be, and then they miss out on having the motivation to get into more plans. The market never makes anything easy, but I am never wrong. I have never been wrong since 2000. Listen, I've been leading the market. I've been telling people, while many so-called gurus have been calling for a market collapse, you had the stock clown calling for a market collapse in 2016. Still to this day wrong. PowerTarget Trade, the big picture leader, correct. End the story. Fact of the matter is, it's all documented on my YouTube channel. Reality is, I'm for the very top 1% in the world. Very few are going to even have the brain capacity to listen to the simplistic explanations that I have, because they want to say, no, I know better. You know better? Do you know anything about the market in 2016? If you don't know anything about the market and what was said on February 11, 2016 by people like Carl Icahn and so on and so forth, then you have no business in the market. You don't understand anything, right? But if you have that kind of experience, do you have experience in 2009? You know, these kind of things, you got to have experience of multiple cycles in the market, okay, to be a leader. You can't come into the market, you're successful for 6 months of the year, because you only know how to deal with the sun. You got to know how to deal with the rain and the sun and be able to make comeback plans. Example, people, BA. Let me give you this example. Let's talk about the SPY game. Sorry, let me talk about the SPY here, people. This is very important stuff. Listen carefully what I'm talking about, people. The sun and the rain, okay? So we were caught in the rain. People were like, what's going on, Power? And I know people in my members missed a lot of plans. Okay, listen carefully. Because I didn't talk about the sun and the rain as much as I am doing now. But if anybody who's been in my group, listen, pay attention to this very close. Some people not. It was the rain here, okay? Because I knew this market was not bearish. Again, PowerTarget Trade defended the market once again. And again, PowerTarget Trade, massively correct. Not babyly correct. Massively correct. That said, enough said. So, not baby, massive. End the story. Fact of the matter is, we peel apart what I said. We go. People would be losing millions up against my words. Millions. Anybody doubting any word coming out of my mouth, because it's a fact. Because I lived every movement of this. I know. I know what I'm talking about. They don't, I do. They are baby scalper, baby-minded people. Even the people who talk on the news, they have no clue of the market. I live the market daily, every day. PowerTarget Trade. I study this damn, and I'm looking for solutions to help my group make the dollar bills with skills like me. That being said now, look, people, the market was bearish. I came up with a BA plan. Now, I guarantee you that many people did not catch the first one or the second one. Then they see the third one coming. They're like, what's going on? They finally, some people decide, well, we're going to wait for something else. 5 winning plans in a row, all documented inside my group, step by step, support by support, whatever I had to say to show, to people, to tell people to get it. The fact of the matter is that one stock idea produced so many, it wiped away. I can assure you, it wiped away any losses it put me in gains. One stock, one plan, one understanding that I had under understanding. At the time, BA was the savior, one of my ideas. And I produced it 5 times in a row, right? 5 times, not one, 5. Then we ran into some trouble due to the plane crash, but nonetheless, 5 times in a row. That being said, it's no different than what I did over here. It was a bit of rain because we had the chop, we had multiple signals, and it would trigger some of my ideas, right? And I knew I wasn't wrong. But some people were messaging me, is the market going to drop? And I told you, I'm the leader. You are a little pebble in terms of thinking, because what you think the market is going to do, that is the job of the market, to scare the majority. What I do is I look at the big picture. What is my scans telling me, right? The news won't tell you. You won't be able to figure it out. Professors in university won't be able to figure out the market, okay? Because the market has it fools the best. I said what I do is very different, and I proved it over and over again. What I do is understand what is the market really saying. Pebble day traders are baby pebble traders. They don't have any skill. A billionaire wouldn't want to take 1 ounce of it because they can't produce real moves. Okay, that is what I'm about, and I proved it, and I'm so happy with the way the market comes. Now, that being said, I'm going to talk about the direction of the market. I still have, the market is not, there's nothing the market has said to me that's changed my mind of the SPY going to 300. It wasn't even here that changed my mind. It's in the process of engineering the move to SPY 300. And I told a lot of clowns, when the SPY gets to 300, the noise I'm going to be making about this, because nobody out there, nobody defended the market in the rain. They just talk about the sun. Oh, the SPY is going to go. In the rain or in the sun, PowerTarget Trade has speak the facts. And I've said it many times. The market isn't just going to go the way I want it. Nobody can control the market, but I do know the market definitely is better set up than ever before to test 300, and we were closer to 300 than 200 to 225 or 200, like the stock clown would say, right? Right? Stock clown, old thinker, no skills at all, thinks he's smart, but can't call real direction. You're not a good anything if you don't know real direction, right? Billionaires want real direction. They don't want baby scalping moves. I'm sorry to tell you. Do you think that Warren Buffett goes and invested in Apple at $90 because he wanted a little $5 scalp or $2 scalp? I want you to think about that. I do this for options. We are looking to make 100% gains every single plan. But if something goes wrong and there isn't enough time we have to obviously scrap the ideas sometimes. I will scrap ideas, or if we get to, I will scrap ideas if I see the scrap idea and I'm looking for another idea. But all my system and plans, guys, it's about the real direction of the market, right? The real direction of the market. It's not about the little blips and blops. And of course, PowerTarget Trade to this day has been correct, right? We are not SPY 225, we are SPY 288. Okay, and of course we're going to go higher. The right stocks now, not just any stock. Some stocks people say, "What's this guy talking about?" The market's pretty awful right now. The market's all over. There's some stocks going to be dropping. I again don't want to focus on stocks or say, "Why aren't you short some stuff?" Because I don't focus on that. I focus on what is the real direction. I'm taking what the signals of the market are saying to me. Now there's going to be some short-term falls, right? And I'm going to be paying attention for that, but I knew that this market wasn't as bearish as it seemed to many people. Again, it tricks majority of the people, right? If you want to be the top 1%, I've just said it again, you have to learn how to deal with the rain, the rain and the sun. I dealt with the rain, and I came back with a nice sun move. I want you to think about that. That is real skill. And that, if you are someone out there, coming new into the, if you're looking to change, okay, you're going to not make it in the long term in the market because you don't have the understanding of how to deal with the sun and the rain, right? And you have to learn how to manage your account size properly, okay? People are also coming in, and which I got to screen this. They don't have the funds to really do things or do things properly, right? If you don't treat this like a business, you're going to get killed in the market. End of story, right? So let's talk about some of the winning plans that we did have, because I was able to catch the sun. Now the stock clown only got a little blip. He actually bought something and rushed, taking profits. Out of here, take the money and run. No skill. PowerTarget Trading makes a plan, so zoom, 100% gains. As I said to people, I posted it on the Twitter, the heads up. I managed it. I told my group, the options and everything else. We got to get in. I gave we win. Same thing with AMD. You've been watching AMD. Confirms, win. Walmart, win. CCI, win. And 5 winning plans in a row. Only 5 plans, 5 winners. Why? Because I was right, the big picture. Couldn't happen if I was wrong. 5 in a row. That was my validation. Whoo, I was so happy with the sun. And I go, you see, I knew what I was talking about. That's why I don't second guess myself. That's why I'm so confident. It's a no-brainer to me. Unlike what's his name who says no-brainer, Carl Icahn, and then runs for the hills. It's a no-brainer to me because I have the skills. He don't have skills. He has money. He don't have skills. If he had skills, he would have caught the Apple move. Apple didn't go to 200, went to 230. By the way, Carl Icahn. You got the right people. I'm outclassing the biggest out there. As I said to you, what's bigger than the billionaires is the market itself, because there's multiple big monies in the market. And listen, you have people that are long Tesla, for example, and short. Now you think the shorts weren't getting smashed to pieces, but they can handle $100 or $200 against them to wait it out. But have they really made money with skill? No. If you're guessing, the Tesla is this or Tesla is that, finally Tesla comes down enough to what they said. But they missed so many gains if they would have just went long compared to the guy who just went short and held wrong. And these are big guys with big money, right? There were big investors investing in BlackBerry, right? I think they were, they were a fund, and I think, and I even said it. I go, you know what? Why are you investing in BlackBerry, which is new symbol of BB, going to Apple? To this day, people, we're talking about people with managing millions of dollars or whatever, but that's actually small. Well, that's not a big account, but whether they're funds with, I've outclassed them all. I've told the BlackBerry board years ago of the problems of BlackBerry. I told them Apple was superior, and in the end, PowerTarget Trade massively correct. Oh, you, Apple. Blah, 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 blah. Listen, people, I've been dealing with people's psychology when I was trying to help the BlackBerry board back in the stock twits days. Right? When I started doing that, before I started going more into options and PowerTarget Trade in 2014 and so on and so forth. You're just mad you ain't making money. It's a clown. It's okay. I'm not. I'm mad. I'm not making money. Anyway, see, people, there's clowns. You see, that's another thing. If anything, Tan, you're a guy probably who doesn't make any money. Where's your documented proof? Where's your videos? You don't even have a profile pic. You're a clown. Tan. Anyways, all right, people. So what am I going to talk about here? So we made great gains, 100% gains in Tan. Why don't you go take a look at that video, blind man. Anyway, so 100% gains from start to end, like always, and Apple again, and still holding for more gains in Apple. Again, we caught this the right way. We got it in this day right over here. Okay, Stock Clown ran for the Stock Clown didn't want to get into the market. No, he only was able to catch baby move and run for the hills. Big picture leader, all move, just like DIS, all move, right? Now, talking about DIS, people, I want to talk about DIS quickly. So I did a live stream, and it was on Wednesday over here, and a member that's in my group, he wasn't a member, but came into the group and took a plan, right? And then as this took off, now he told me he didn't manage it because he wasn't in the group, but as it took off, he was so happy he made all that money, right? So the guy messages me and he goes, "How do I send a gift?" Because I'm going, well, I sent a gift. I didn't even know who he was. And then he told me, oh, from the live stream. So again, people, my live streams are that powerful. To the people that are smart, again, that's very, very, very few percentages. Or the people that are serious of success will listen and something good comes out of it. I've had a lot of these situations happen. But his was very unique, being that none in the group, and he sent me about a $250 gift. Doesn't have a large account either. Not a large account. Okay. So percentage-wise, his gift was very generous, much like Ash's gifts, very, very generous gifts. I think she has a bigger account though, but regardless, it's still percentage-wise phenomenal. I'm not going to get into this, okay? I look at individually. I look at people individually, right? All individually based, okay? And I've told people that you want to help people based on you. If you are able to give more, you are helping somebody else who cannot. And that's the purpose of the group, that we help the person. And there's this powerful story. It's also very motivational. So, long story short, the I can't think of his name right now, but Disney guy, I know who he is. He knows who he is. I praised him and everything. Sent me a gift and was, he did miss some of my plans, but he caught some of them and sent me another $250 gift, because he made money, and he appreciated what I've been teaching. And that when I and that's what I want to come out of this. Getting the right, I've said the right people, and again he validated what I said. The right people were going to, unlike the clown, or the tan clown, the right people are going to come into the group, learn learn to realize that they have mental issues, how they deal with things. Say, you know what, I want to learn, I want to change. I got this guy to lead me. Okay, I got to do it. And then they follow the rules, come to the live streams, ask questions, and succeed. But it isn't going to be easy. Remember, you've got to learn how to deal with the sun. That's the easy part. But also the rain, to recatch the sun. And when you do that, longevity is yours. Believe me, people, I have a lot of experience in this. Okay, I don't care how well you've done. If you don't know how to handle these two variables, which I have to do. Now, there's going to be a time where we're going to want to go buy puts, right? That time is nowhere near until the market. I believe there's this market is, they're engineering the market for a higher market. That's just what I believe. I'm not going to get why, but I don't want to talk about why, but that's what it's being engineered by, all the politics that are going on and everything. There's an engineering, believe me, it's very intelligently done. But that's what the market is telling me through the stocks. The market speaks to me. I learned to listen to the market through the stocks, through my stock scans, through what I see from my experience. There's a lot to it, okay, people. I have a lot of experience, okay. Like I outclass. That's why I can outclass just about anybody out there. They can't do it precisionally like me. Go look at any group that was able to create just 5 plans. People in my group know this now. 5 plans, all winners. After, in fear, not in the sun, not in the sun, stock clown, in fear. That's probably the stock clown tan. Guy makes another, for sure, a stock clown. In fear. 5 winning plans. After suffering for 2 weeks, figuring out a solution. I had the solutions, posted in the group. Afasuma baboom, money came back like a whirlwind. PowerTarget Trade, I do what I say. PowerTarget Trade knows, because I go into every plan that I get into. Every plan. If I post a plan, I'm in the plan. That's simple. That's why I know everything. That's why nobody can tell me nothing. That they, oh, you made a mistake. Did you take that? No, I missed that. Well, what do you want? If you're not, if you're not getting back into what fixes something, and you're only crying about what you lost, how are you supposed to win? Right? Because sometimes things are going to happen. Like the example with MA. Am I going to cry about MA? Where? I'm going to fix that problem, make the money. Even though MA, if I just held, it didn't hold my rules. I let it go. I saw the outcome. I understand. I said this many times, people. Even when you do all the right things, losses can still happen. However, if you catch the sun properly, the losses are a joke in the long term. That's why I'm always ahead, because I catch so much of the sun that I can afford to be hit by a little bit of rain and then come back strong. And I know how to manage my account. That's why I tell people, been asking people about account size, and there's no point if you don't have the proper funds to be in the market and treat it like a business. There's no, even to come in my group, it's a waste of time for both me and for that person, because they don't have the funds to to catch the sun. They cry about a little rain, then they miss the sun, and then they don't go anywhere. I can't help that person, right? And then they're gonna think there's gonna be some sun. No, you're gonna go into some. You're gonna get lucky somewhere, and then you're gonna hit the rain. They're gonna hit the rain, and you're not gonna have the mental capacity to catch the sun. And PowerTarget Trade, I told people, you come into my group, it's for free. It's free. However, you do success, you're sending a gift. Never in the history is there an opportunity where I'm banking on performance, that I will make people money in my group. But it's got to be the right way. I can't have you make the money and tell you the false, and tell you that, you know what, it's always going to be a sunny, beautiful day. I even told my members many times, the rain's gonna come. I don't know how or when, right? Because the market has not made things clear. Now the sun has come back, and the sun could be back for quite a while. However, we still have to wait for the proper signals. And PowerTarget Trade is continuously monitoring. Again, the SPY, by the way, is held key numbers, and I gave key updates. And I know all the key levels. I'm watching and thinking all the time, looking what's in my scans, looking how the stocks are set up. I am constantly planning PowerTarget Trade. Okay, that's what it takes to succeed. That's what people don't have. They don't have the skills. And I do these live streams to educate, to empower the right people. Like, it's not going to empower the wrong people. The clowns aren't going to learn anything out of this. They're clowns. They want to look to say, oh, why you see how power, oh, power, like the stock clown. All he does is flap his mouth and try to troll me, but doesn't see how right I am. He says, yeah, but what about this? What about that? You don't know the whole picture, stock clown, so you can't say anything. Right? You don't talk about the 5 winning plans. You talk about what didn't work, but you didn't see all the winners. And anytime there's a winner, anyways, so we caught huge gains, and everybody knows that we caught the gain. Now, some people, they were, oh, it's going down. It didn't. I told people to hold. We were losing here a little bit. Did we lose? Stock clown. Stock clown shorted here and lost. I tell these stories, people. It may sound crazy. It may sound crazy that, but stock clown lots of stock clowns like the stock clown. Just like that's the biggest clown. He's a leader stock clown. A lot of people are stock clowns. Listen, people. In reality, they're in this perpetual. They want to catch the sun only, and a little bit of rain. They don't know what to do. Or they're going too big when they're not supposed to go. I have people say to me, PowerTarget Trade, I went in really big. I go, well, why'd you do that for? Well, because you're so right. Yeah, but did I ever say everything's 100%? The fact of the matter, even though I am super right, we know that. The problem is there's these unknown factors that smash into the market any time and creep themselves in very trickily, even causing false signals that cause. But PowerTarget Trade, I'm here to solve problems. That's my number one thing, solving a problem to get the gains back. No problem. Proof of the matter is I had people sending me gifts because they are learning about the sun and the rain. Right? They're catching wind of. That's why I do the live streams to help people. Like if someone comes to my live stream and or not studying my live streams, right? Then whose fault is it that you lose? It's your fault because you're not taking the time to study. There's a psychological issue you have. You're not look. You got to look to yourself. Why are you losing money? Don't look to blame others. Why are you losing money? And I guarantee you're not following my rules if you're losing money, right? If you follow my rules, you make money, guaranteed. If the minute you break from my rules, it's game over because you won't catch the sun like we did. Word for word, year after year after year after year after year. But I've said this. Bravo, kudos to you. Those plans were created when. What's up, stock market investing? So I don't know stock market investing if you've been listening to my live streams, but I talk about the sun and the rain. A lot of people think that the market is only the sun, but you got to learn how to deal with the rain to catch the sun. Okay? That's what we did, stock market investing. I made 5 plans. Walmart, Apple, AMD, as a comeback from the rain. So Apple, Walmart, AMD, CCI, MDT. Now CCI, MDT were about 50% winners. Apple already hit 100%, and most of the other ones were practically hit 100% already as well. But Walmart was pretty close to hitting 100%. It was actually about 85%. Now, I did this in fear. So, again, I want to say this again. And I know stock market investing. I know you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you see, he likes MA too. Do you know, like I was trying to tell, the stock market investing, okay, now he's very more of a, I don't like the kind of videos he likes to make. That's not me. He's very good at making fundamental videos. But for me, that's not my style. It's because I'm more about the technicals of what the big picture is saying, right? I kind of already know a lot of when he does say some stuff, I already can figure out from my plans that what is going to be false or what was said reported, because he's only going to report whatever and what is thing. I mean, I can take apart anything, and I'll tell you, like I don't care what's said. I will tell you. I can tell what I know what is going to be true or what, because those are still. I think we was talking about Vanguard. Vanguard doesn't have a clue what they may manage, whatever, but they're still small players compared to other big. There are other big fund managers in the market than those particular people, and they don't really know anything either. They're just shooting out all kinds of things. Regardless, anyways, people, they don't know because they can't make plans. Tell them to make 5 winning plans and five. Listen carefully. 5 winning plans were made in this move, and in fear, I made them. Okay, I didn't make it in winning. I made it in fear. They confirmed. We went into them. They won all of them, 5 in a row. Only 5. Not 10, not 15, not 20. 5. That means 100% correct. Okay? That is skill. That I don't see anybody doing. I see them posting 20 ideas, and if they get 5 of them right, did anybody get into 20 plans? Because I sure won't get into 20 plans, and many people won't get into 20 plans. So you got to still pick it. I picked it for the group. 5 winning plans in a row. Right? By the way, MasterCard was a plan that didn't work, but I wasn't wrong. Let's take a look again. What happened was the market overshot. MA overshot, overreacted. Don't know why, and I don't care, right? But I know I wasn't wrong. I don't care that I lost money in the MA option plan because I got it all back anyways from my other winning plans. Right? The answer we got in here, was I wrong? Absolutely not. In fact, if I look at everything, Home Depot, everything, nothing was wrong. What happened is if the market has issues that become complex, and it has been more complex with these, because they don't know how to deal with the tariffs and all this and this and that, okay, then you're going to have variables that the market has to work out, and you're going to have very mixed signals, and that's what we had. But did the power trigger, did it sour me? No. I made 5 winning plans to fix these problems. I will zoom, boom. No problem. No problem. And I'll do it again and again and again. Okay? I'm going to solve problems all the time. The market can't throw nothing at me that I can't solve. That I can tell you with authority. Over 20 years experience, I've been studying this market. You think you have a chance? Listen, I wish the stock clown would battle me. The guy talks and says, battle me. Okay? We'll post plan for plan and I will win. I will beat you plan for plan and make more money than you can for people. Right? Guaranteed. They won't take my challenge, okay? There's nobody out there. There's no certain they don't have the skills. They can't do it in a small group. They that's the reality. And so what I'm trying to do, people, is this. But it's not the problem. The problem here is this, people. It's not just the people who are given advice. It's the actual person that has the issues along with it, because they are looking for who can give me the sun, who can give me the sun. But they don't. You're not looking at how do they handle the rain. There was a guy, okay, that runs a service that was saying the market was going to go and test 264. Pick up the SPY, right? No word of a lie, people. 264. Right? And he was going off of hourly charts. PowerTarget Trade went off of Fibonacci retracements. I picked the correct Fibonacci retracement points, right? I simply explained it, but I knew it wasn't the only reason, people. But let's see how right I was. So on May 31st, I'm going to go over this again, people. I'm going to do this. I'm going to zoom it out. I'm going to trade. I'm going to simply say what I said. I'm going to repeat what I said. Okay. Now, here's 38.2%. I'm going to zoom in here. Did we even go near that? But the other guy, and I already knew this, even if, and we didn't go there, that's how I knew I was right. And when we're reversing, and then we reverse like that, even if we were to touch that, it was only a 38.2%. And if you know anything, now, only me came out with this. I don't think anybody came out with this. But I explained it, that the market had made the market had made a very strong move between here and here. And I did this at first. People were, as I was doing this, I was making plans for the upside, not the downside. I had some people, some people second guess me. Should we be going short the market? Oh no. And I said this so many times. I had a guy asking me, should we be short? Should I? No, man, I can't short the market. Cannot short what I know doesn't want to go down. But this is again, and now now the member sees who's right again. That's why, because I know what I'm talking about. Most people cannot see, and neither can the news, and neither can the guy who wants to report whatever they want. They can't peel through all the data because the market is way more complex than that. I don't care what balance sheets they go over. The market has so many variables that can go through those balance sheets. I rather have plans. How do we make money in the market? How? There's going to be a million variables. So if you want to listen to that, you're going to get all confused, right? So I let the market tell me. So I knew I was right, and PowerTarget Trade was right. How many more times do I? So I'm going to obviously keep talking about this because it's educational. That I had to stick with my guns. I had people doubting me again. But no, the market looks bearish to me. The market's going to go to 2.7. You're going to go to 2. It's going to go to crash to whatever levels. We went back like an elevator. In 4 days, we took out weeks, sideways channel. That says a lot right there. Now, I understand that says a lot, but some people don't, in the stock clown, the market's bearish. No. Time to. They have no idea what they're talking about. That's why I get so upset, Ash, Sandra knows TA high-level skills. Well, to be honest with you, Ash, I don't look at. It's very simple how I look at options, really. If you know direction, I don't need any doubt to all that. There's a complex way to trade options. And I'm explaining you why it's complicated. Why the people who use all those doubt options don't know how to make money, so they have to use option spreads and all this stuff. I don't use option spreads. I use one thing. Either it's a call or a put, and that's it. Why? I made 100% because I know Apple. I knew that app. My well, of course I was right. And by the way, out of 7 plans, 6 were correct, right? Out of 7. So just keep that in mind. I am more in the focus of what is real direction in the stock that I see coming in my scans. Can it make 100%? My questions is, can it make us 100%? The answer is yes. I put out a plan with the appropriate option. Okay, we've made hundreds of percent in weekly options in Amazon because the direction was correct. It didn't matter if I bought monthly or 2 month. It only required, if it's going to be right, it just requires the right option. Now, sometimes I like to use monthly options. I really like 1 month out minimum. We already made 100% in Apple, right? And it only took 4 or 5 days for 100%. However, I still decided to use the July options for other unknown possible factors. I always want more time just to increase our odds dramatically. And of course, I produce this over and over again. That's why people send me the dollar bill gifts. Yeah. So with options, it's very simple. Call or put. That's it. Because I have skill, I can make people with money simply buying a call or a put. Basically me focusing on calls, right? But that's how I made my money. Calls, buying. You can make a killing buying call if you know how to. Now, if you have no skill, then you have to sell people the baloney of, we're going to buy a delta this and a spread here and buy this put. That's boring. That puts me to sleep. That doesn't make money. That's someone trying to not lose money. Well, you ain't going to make much money that way. And it's a headache too, and it's boring, right? I prefer making money with skill, right? It's work. Listen, the work I do is simply to tell people buy a call, buy a put. But they're all good companies. So like everything that I pumped out, it's a good company. You know, but it's not so simple that's a good company. It doesn't meet my criteria. It's a very, listen people, I'm getting more and more strict. Believe me, every time the market gives me a bit of a difficulty, I keep note of every situation of how to even improve my adapting, because I did very good, but to even improve it more, I'm always studying everything. See, that's the difference. A lot of people do. I study everything. You have no idea what I study. Every move I make, I study. I know everything. I can go back to I know, because my trades are quality. They're not quantity. They're quality. Big difference. With quality, you can kill it. Quantity, it's a surefire way to get killed, right? You need quality. Quality. And the only reason why we went in 5 plans is because they all confirmed, and they were all perfectly set up. 5 winning plans in a row in fear. You heard that right. So if you're someone new, get inside of Power Group Trades. Message me till I make that new video. If you study this live stream, listen to what I'm talking about, because there's a lot of mental issues you may be having. Okay, most people have, honestly, I'm not joking here, mental issue. It's a mental game. Listen to me. The market is this. It doesn't crack me, but it will crack you. It will crack most people. That's why you have me. That's why I do these live streams. That's why I give these pep talks. I tell you the truth. There are people that talk flap, but they don't do the plan. I do it in my group. You come into my group. Listen to me. I know that if the right person listens to me, they come into my group, and if they really study what I'm saying, and they do all the right things, not the wrong things, they're going to succeed. Most people who don't succeed, okay, they make stupid mistakes. I'll give you an example. I've had a person in my my with a small account, and I've told many people, if you have a small account, do not take Tesla or Amazon trades. So what do? They take this trades they shouldn't get into, and they miss out on the beauties like the AMD and the Apple, for example, because they didn't have the funds to get in those, and they had lost on some other ones, but that they shouldn't get into. And they didn't have the account size to get into some of the plans they did. And I said, how many options did you do? And they went to too many options. So they make the mistakes, and then they miss out on the gains, and then they wonder why it happens. Listen, it's the same problem. I already know I have to filter. I'm going to be filtering people all the time on this because may waste my time when they don't even know how to handle. Like Ash would say to me, I'm doing so well, Sandro, because I do what you say. And I told Ash, I go, but here's the problem. You may do what I say, but you know how many people don't do what I say? I say, you are already on another level. She's like, she can't understand why I praise her. I go, you come into the group in April. You study my stuff, and you've been successful in sending me the biggest percentage gift in the shortest time frame. And you're proof, just like the other, you're proof of what I'm talking about, right? You had the right mindset. You came in and you said, again, this mindset you have is something unique. Again, a lot of people don't have, so I give you praise for it. So don't sell yourself short and saying, yeah, you just listen to me. It's more than that. You're listening to me, but you're studying, you're paying attention, right? And you're putting the faith in it, and you're succeeding, right? So Ash already has gone through the sun and the rain, has sent me gifts. It doesn't tell between me and her when I didn't post it. There's people been sending me gifts that I haven't been posting lately, due to the fact that we have come from the sun, from the rain to the sun. And for some people, it wasn't even necessary or whatever. Because in my thing, it's about performance, right? But I know the sun's going to be coming. I know people are going to be giving me a lot of gifts, right? That I'm not afraid. That I'm not worried about. What I don't want to do is teach people the wrong way of making money, and teach them. Listen, I know what I'm talking about. I've gone through this over and over again. I will never back down from. I've never been wrong in the market, the big picture. Never. The market has been able to it screws. Listen to me. The market, it smashes just about anybody. The difference between that is it doesn't smash me because I make comebacks so quickly. Just like I did with BA. 5 winning plans in BA. One stock 5 times in a row. A 100-point swing in BA after the SPY crashing right over here. Boom, 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 boom. PowerTarget Trade in January said the SPY was going to test 300, and we did pretty much closely already, right? By about 600 points less. I said this in fear. I said this when we were going down. The market's going down for the wrong reasons. I can see it in my scans. Was I right? Yes, I was. I defended the market here, you name it. In 2000, every single time. All these so-called services can't touch me. They are the ones that go against what I say, and I crucify them. They can't handle it. They run for this. They run for the hills. They block me. Okay? So I don't have time to. I've proven this over and over again. You name the guy, you come, I'll squash him. Guaranteed. They can't do what I do because they can't know. They don't even know himself how to handle. They are looking for money from the thing, the services. I said, I don't want nothing from anybody. You make money in my group, you send gifts. That makes better sense. That means I'm performance driven. That's why if someone with any brains in their head would say, you know what, I want to work with this guy. I have issues. This guy's going to help me for free. Wonder why? Because I know the outcome. But the problem is if you aren't properly set up, if you're mentally unstable, the market will destroy you, no matter who you have behind. However, if you're studying what I'm saying, if you're learning, if you're growing, then yes, you have a huge chance to succeed. Here's the percentage. Top 1% of the world really make it long term. 1%. Never mind 5, 1%. And I seen that analogy from somebody talking about it. He said, join the top 1%. And I think what he means by the 1% is that successful, really successful people, like who get success. Maybe it could be bigger than that, maybe 5%. No, we had a guy named, there's this guy who was talking about 5%ers. In reality, people, most people are losers. They ain't gonna make it. Like that Dong Dong, whatever that guy's name is. Hello, James. Like that Dong, Tang Nung guy, whatever. This is just losers in life, right? No skill, no brains, all talk. They like to. They don't want to learn. They just want to complain and cry. Where? You no good. I don't know. I don't make money. I know, but you no good because you. I don't know how to make money, but so you must not know how to make money. Yeah, you go study my channel. You dumb, and we'll see if I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I got the proof. Listen, I got the proof to squash anybody out there, but they never listen to me. They just talk. They run for the hills. I've told the stock con many times. Let's sign the papers with the lawyers. I'm gonna show you everything. He gave me a number. He actually gave me a phone number, guys, and the guy he gave me a wrong number. I thought the guy was gonna actually take it. I was so happy. Guy gives me some like a number line to some call, like a you know an inappropriate site. We'll say that. Obviously, he must go to those appropriate. He knew the number. Like, what is this, right? Clown, what a con! Hey, the name Stock Clown is perfect. The guy conning around with me, giving me these numbers to places he calls, for fun. Calls like guy's a sick, demented dude, man. Sick, twisted man. He's created 5 Twitter accounts. Bull Bear, Tracy Smith, and a few others. I can't remember their name. He doesn't use them as much. Bull Bear, Tracy Smith, number one account. He accuses me of creating, which I don't have any accounts on StockTwits. And he's the number one, talk about what's the word, he's the number one offender in creating accounts. I don't have time for that, StockCon. You do, because you're wrong all the time. You're just a big flapper. I don't have time to troll. I simply can go on StockTwits and see what you say. But I have no account. I've been kicked out of StockTwits because he cried like a baby. Wah, stock PowerTarget Trades making me look like a clown. Because I was. That's why he had to block me, because I was burning him left, right, and center. He was wrong. Couldn't handle it. So he had to cry, wah. Stock PowerTarget Trade is continuously is smashing me to pieces. I can't handle it anymore. And he even said to me, don't block me. Don't block me. He was getting smashed because he was wrong from $109 to all the way to $200. He got smashed with Win. And got smashed with BA. He got smashed, people. And that's why I'm trying to tell you, people. Listen, people. I know what I'm talking about. Whether you're the stock con or you're just a guy who's lost money in the market, you're losing for the market for the wrong reasons. You need to change here. You need the proper guidance, learning in my group, coming to live streams, studying my winning videos, and then properly managing your account. I will help in all these regards for new members. But if the member doesn't listen to me, I can't help them because they are not listening to me. I come to my live stream. Did you come out and no? Yeah. If you don't come to the live stream, you don't take the time to learn and listen, can't help you. Because it's all truthful information. The market isn't an easy place. The market wants to kill you, wants to take your money and run. And it's very good at that if you let it. However, if you treat it like a serious business, okay, not like a casino, then you will do well. Like, I'm pretty sure stock market investing, I know he treats it like a serious business, right? His way. I know this. But the difference with me is that I make winning plans, okay, that people can get in with the big picture in mind, based on what the market is saying. Because the fundamentals, listen, if it was all about fundamentals only, then, like I said, professors wouldn't be teaching at universities. They would be making money in the market. But The market isn't that simple. There is variables of fundamentals you need to know, but I'm seeing a lot of fundamental guys getting killed. Now, I'm not saying stock market. He's a different level. He's better than a lot of others. I mean, I just know a lot of others. They blow a lot of hot air. They can't do anything. I know the stock market investing guy does can do something. He does it more on his own, right? But he tries to provide useful information. And again, that's the kind of guy that comes to my life to hear what I'm saying and likes what I do. So I'm proud of that. Like, I attract really like good people. There's not a lot of good people, but I do attract those that are good, right? And that's what keeps me going doing this, because the amount of trolls that I have to go through, and the demented people, um, it's like 90% are worthless, waste of time, and then you got that small group. Not even, I'd say 95% are worthless, a waste of my time, and then there's that 5%. And to get that 5%, it's a big. So I do these things as like I said, like I met that guy with the talking about DIS. He happened to come into the live stream, and it's there for that one person. If I get one person here or there that I woke up, help them to see the light, make them get into the group, participate in helping spread the word, teaching people the truth about the market, proving it as I've been doing it, then we have something here, right? That's what keeps me going. And like I say, somehow, as many times, I didn't want to bother anymore. I just wanted to do it on my own and just do my own thing. But the right people came along and kept me going at it, It all started with Shia. Shia showed such great respect that I started doing these. I wasn't even doing YouTube like this and stuff to a point. But I got motivated in that and had bigger plans and so on and so forth. And somehow people came into, people like Ash and a lot of people, Dexter, Eric, there's a lot of good people, but there's some people that and I'm talking about they've done things. Like Eric was somebody that was supporting was in my group, supporting the group, but not to this. I've done things differently, way before, like when I started doing the gifts, right? So he's seen, but I haven't talked about the sun and the rain in the same case now, is because we had to go through a lot of suns and rains, right? But what I know is that the right people who really do pay attention, they really do see what I'm saying, the value in it. Like the new guy, the Disney guy. I forgot your name. I can't go in to get. That's what makes it perfect, people. Agree with Sandro. Now, T just, great. I'm glad that helped you. F Brown, what's up, son? F Brown. I wonder if F Brown is the guy. You never teach your system. Only me. I have no substance. Watch. Yeah, but this hard work guy is a clown. I do teach hard work. You just a person who doesn't make money in the market, right, and loses money. Because when you say this is a person who have mental issues. Hard work. I will help you. Come in my group and come to my live streams, and you will make money. But you have to go through the process. I can't deal with clowns anymore, so you have to be. You go through the process. You'll get in if you want to get into the group. But if you're a clown, I don't want clowns. I don't want anybody. I have a lot of clowns. When I got hundreds of clowns wanting to come in my group, I already know they're no good, so I don't want them in, right? I don't want. It's not. I've said this millions of times. I don't want anybody in my group. It has to be people serious for success, right? And a lot of people, they may be serious, but they're not serious enough. They're not clear here. I guarantee you hard work. You come in my group, you follow my rules, you tell me your account size, you make money in my group. I guarantee you. Guarantee it. If you follow my rules, though. If you do not, well, it's a different story, right? If you go do it your way, and then you complain you didn't succeed, well, people send me gifts for a reason, right? So I want you to think about that. Why? Why would they send me gifts? I told the stock line. Why would they send me gifts? For what reason? I must be helping them, right? Can you wake up and smell the coffee? Deal. Yeah. You got to send me. You wait for the video, or send me a message. Tell me why you want to become a member inside of Power Group Trades, and then I'll tell you what I want. Then I'll tell you. I'll tell you some instructions. Um, I don't know if you understand, but I'm managing the group. I manage the group, right? So I got us in winning plans. But if you didn't take the winning plans, how can I help a person if they didn't take the winning plans? If they, you know what I'm saying? So my group members, they know what I did. They saw 5 winning plans in a row. They know it. They know it. So that's why I can say it. And if you come in my group, you go look for yourself. You go scroll through all the data yourself and see for yourself. You see for yourself. PowerTarget Trade. Oh, I talk. I have so many. I talk up all the time on there. Someone gets in my group, they can go and study the hell out of it and say, "Holy mackerel, this guy is really what." Go look at my winning videos. Hard work. It's there to help you. Capiche? You understand? It's there to help you. It's not there. It's there to show you. Look, we're structured. Come inside. Do the same for you. But you still got to put in the work, hard work. If you're not going to be at the market, if you don't treat it like a serious business, if you're not at it every day, you can't follow my rules, I guarantee you're going to fail. I had kicked out so many people out of the group. They're worthless. It's pointless, right? People think it's about the numbers for me. No. It's the right people. I will continue to do it this way. And if I'm only dealing with 10 in my group, it doesn't really matter to me. Are they doing well and succeeding? That's all I care about right now. And if the other ones will come in, I really believe when the SPY goes to 300, I'm going to be growing in leaps and bounds because a lot of people. I have so much documented. I have a big plans. I'm waiting for SPY 300. And you're going to see that the noise and the I'm going to be crucifying so many people out there. It's going to be funny. PowerTarget Trade is going to be annihilating people out there. Annihilation. And waking up people, I believe there's going to be a big wake up. I'm going to say, PowerTarget Trade was right since February 11th. All the documentation proof I have. And this, by the way, when it gets there, do you know what my skill level becomes? Another level again. Because so many people along the way were calling for it. Trade with Joe was calling for market crashes, for example. That was a troll I smashed to pieces as well. Trade with Joe. Always bearish. Wrong. Year after year after year after year to this now. Big picture, correct. Warren Buffett was bearish. Why would he go? These clowns don't look at Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett going investing in Apple. We know, even though he's not wrong, even though that was something powerful right there, right? Just alone. I've said, stock clown, scalper trading mind can't doesn't understand that. Anyways, always more people come in the live stream. Anybody new out there have a question for the big picture leader, so I can take you. That's right. Sandra, right here, hard work. Look at what Ash has sent me. Listen, hard work. Ash here has sent me over $2,000 in gifts. Look what she wrote here. Sandra teaches me, answers all my questions, and explains how to study. He takes the time to explain. So, hard work. That's $2,000 in gifts. New person from she's new from and as a woman, by the way, smashing and slapping a lot of men, making men less than women. I mean, like I said, honestly, Ash, honestly, there isn't very many women um, that would have done, no matter that you took my advice or not, would have done as well as you, or has taken the advice as well as you have, or would be even interested in the market really. You know, my wife, for example, has nothing will have nothing to do with the market. She'll tell me what should I do, but she won't want to understand it, or I don't want to know. I don't want to know. She goes. My wife doesn't want nothing. I have her invested in Apple, but what I'm saying is that she doesn't want to know anything about the market. So I would have to tell her, okay, and whatever, and she would just, and that was it. Doesn't want to know a thing. I would try to teach her something. I show her some stuff. Oh wait, no way. Yeah, and thank you, Ash, because I said people like yourself, you're helping other people. You are helping other people because because even though it's like a win-win. You sending me it's a win-win for everybody. But it's still you are like you are sending something. And you do it consistently. I mean, I don't say nothing to Ash, and Ash is I just sent you a gift, and honestly, she's already sent me a couple of gifts already in this that I never said anything. She said to keep it on the side. Now we say it now, because this is not about amounts. She didn't tell them amounts, and she didn't even have to. But she did it in terms of, and what I'm trying to get the message. I want you to think about this. She did that based on how much value she sees in all that. Now that's a serious person, but there's so many men out there that are so mentally deranged that they don't even see that because they have so many mental issues. I just had a guy that I had to kick out of the group. He just made money, but was worried about his wife. That how do I send money because I made all these losses? Well, I just helped you. I'm going to help you fix that. He came in my group. I mean, it's crazy out there. He came in my group. The guy came in my group. I helped him make money. But the guy was worried about all the losses he made in the past from not from my group, from his mistakes. You just got in my group. I just made you money, and you're worrying about telling your wife that you're sending me a gift because I helped you make $3,000 that you wouldn't have in your pocket. Mentally deranged, right? Well, I deal with people like this. So even people that you help. So you rather be out of my group, not send me something. Rather be out of my group and fall prey to what you said. All your mistakes that you needed structure in his life. The guy writes me out. I need structure. I need help. Power. And then he pulls a stunt like that. And and I learned something from him though. There's something I did not, and I learned from that. I will be. I learned something from him though. But that's a person that's going to fail. He's under a lot of stress, by the way, and that's what I could tell by the way he responded to me. That's a person geared for failure, right? Because he found what he needed, structure. He won. Can you believe it? Listen, he won, just straight out won. But was so afraid to go to his wife to say, how do I tell my... So, as I said, feminization of men, right? He was afraid to go to his wife to say, I can't, she's looking at my account, like everything. What's so hard to tell your wife? Listen, this guy is helping me make some money. He made me $3,000. I want to send him a token of appreciation. This is a man that can't even do what Ash can't do the right thing that Ash did. Now, obviously, Ash kept on making money, whatever. A man, men. That's the kind of people that are out there. That guy so afraid of his wife because of the mistakes he made that he couldn't send a few $100 gift for the account size he had, for the money that he made. Couldn't send a few $100 gift. Now he's out of my group, and he's going to be losing more money or not making any money. What a dum-dum, right? The guy in his letter, listen people, that's why I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. The guy in his letter stated to me, I lost a lot of money. I need structure. I really need this. And explain the story. But he lost money. And so I fixed the problem for him. I made him money. I showed him structure. He was like happy. He's even thinking. But then sending a gift. Oh, all the stress came out. I lost so much money. How do I send a gift? I lost 10 or whatever, $15,000 following all this wrong advice. Blah 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 blah. First of all, he has mental issues because he doesn't know how to handle sun and rain. Remember, as I said. Number two, I just made him win. So, what is there to explain to your wife? Listen, I just have an extra $3,000. I'm going to send this guy $200. Show him how serious I am. And that's so hard to do. Woo! No brains. Like I said, people. Why do I tell you this story? I deal with a lot of people. I know problems in the brain. People say, you're not a psychologist. Listen to me. I am a psychologist. I fucking know. I know why you're going to lose. I know. I know who's got a right mind and who's got a wrong mind. But anyways, that guy's going to go nowhere in life. So, his loss, right? And anybody's loss. Anybody coming in my group, anything I know, I will help a person succeed. They come in with stories of what happened. And that information, I know how to help them, but they need that. That's why I do these live streams, to help people, to tell them the stories. People need help. The market will kill most people. They're believing these false market people that make all these, make it like it's a sunny day all the time. Bee, party. No. Those guys have no skill. They can't call direction. They can only call 10 minutes. Yeah. I mean, thank you, stock market investing. No, this is true stories, people. TJ's, yeah. TJ's here has, I know, I mean, he sent me gifts. And like I said, I deal with people, okay? And I say to you, it's a reality. I decided to go on a gift basis, meaning performance, meaning if I'm making you money, you're doing well, that you want to show some appreciation. Now, the Disney guy had no problem with that. In fact, he was banging on my door. I was like, who is this guy? How do I send you money? I thought, oh, the live stream. I was talking about Disney because he caught all those games, right? But he wasn't in my group. He didn't manage it properly, though, at the time. He wasn't in the group. All he did was come to my live stream, take the plan, made dollar bills, and it was like, wow. But it wasn't in my group. Then I got him into the group. It took him a bit of a while because he had to get his Twitter account and all this. This guy didn't even have a proper Twitter account. Now he does. Sent me a gift again, appreciating all that I do. So, anybody in my stream, listen, think about this. Why are people sending me money? Why? Because I'm doing what the top in the world can't do for them. Because they don't have the skills. They can't. Ask them, can you give me 5 plans and they'll all be winners in a row in fear? They'll tell you, are you kidding me? One guy was trying to prepare his members for the market to collapse. He didn't have 5 winning plans up his sleeve like PowerTarget Trades, yours truly. There is nobody out there. I already know. I look at. Doesn't matter who it is. You name the guy, I know he can't do it because they're small-minded. I have a different mindset. Okay, I have a mindset always of, can this idea, based on this company, based on the situation, the patterns, and the function, all these factors I look at, can it make us 100? I ask this question. It can. Let's get into it. I knew Disney could do that. That was the original. It did much more than that. What I'm getting at is that, people, that's the question I ask, and then I narrow it down. Okay, this is why I'm so good at what I do. I've been doing this 7 days a week. I'm studying the market 7 days a week. Okay, 7 days a week. 7 days a week, year after year after year after year after year, without fail. Christmas, it doesn't matter to me. This market to me is like a part of my life. That's how I take it serious as a business, but a part of my life. You think you're going to have a guy outclass someone who thinks like this? I study the market for real movement, not baloney, beyond what the news can say or whatever. The only news reports of what happens that nobody knew. Did anybody knew that the B-8 plane was going to crash? Not even the company knew. So that throws a loop that now it's in the charts, the problems, of course. What I'm getting at is that's the unknown factors that no matter how good you are, there's going to be some rain. But as long as you know how to deal with it and have plans of sun, even in rain, you will always succeed long term. And that's who you have in my group. You have a person that dedicated. I see who's good, Tal. If I say stock market investing guy, I think he's good. I think what he says and how he explains stuff about the market is good, right? Compared to a lot of other people. Example, right? I'm just more adapted to looking at what is good about somebody and what is not good about somebody. Right? Like a lot of those people that I could already tell they're no good by the way they're saying blah 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 blah, right? Thank you, Ash. Serious people. You can see the serious people. Anybody want to say anything? There's no more. We have another high of 18 now, stock clown. You know, the stock clown doesn't get it. You know, I'm here for the serious people. And of course, we can see the serious people are very few, right? That's another statistical. So another point I want to make. So, you know, you don't see a lot of people coming to live streams, right? My life, because it's not education. This is for the people serious for success, and that's a small group, stock clown. Small group who really want to make money. I'm not talking about just looking for entertainment, looking for a quick trade. No. I'm talking about serious for success, right? That's what I'm doing. That's why I talk to people about the market. Like I'm doing this is kind of like a meeting for the group of people who want to come in, right? Now, not everybody in my group is serious for success, right? That's why I had to kick a lot of people out, including the stock clown. He had 3 fake accounts in my thing. That's why I couldn't figure out how to get. He was driving me nuts. I couldn't figure out how to get rid of him. I did with the gifts. As soon as I started doing the gifts part, he ran for the hills. He couldn't afford anything. Ha ha! That clown, broke guy. He saw me winning. He just couldn't handle the truth. He saw the wins. Send me a gift? No. Out the door you go. You made money? You don't want to send? It's very simple. Want to send me a gift? Okay. See, that's the deal. The deal is you make money, I help you, send gifts. You don't make money, you don't send nothing. I don't want nothing from anybody who doesn't make money from me. But however, if you find value and you found that I was helpful, I do appreciate that someone said, because it shows validation. All the serious people, they showed me one thing. Hey man, I like this guy. He's helping me out. I'm going to send him some dollar bills. Like the Disney guy, the guy sent me that gift. He wasn't even in the group. All he did was listen to what I said. I said you should buy the options in Disney. I told the plan. I released the plan information on it. You go to my live stream and you'll see I released that information and it was a huge winner. Stock clown shorted it and lost. No skill, stock clown. I have the skill. Bull run. Yeah, but bull run. I recognize you. Get inside the group, man. I see you doing retweets and likes. You know, gonna answer some questions. Get inside the group, make money, man. Unless you don't have money, the only factor is that you don't have any money. Right? You have to have money to make money in the market, right? You gotta look at it as a business, right? I recommend minimum 10K, minimum. However, there is some workarounds with less. But if you got 10K, right, I will give suggestions to those people. A 10K account guy, under my rules, will doing everything I say will succeed, guaranteed. The minute though the 10K guy doesn't listen to me 100%, no, I'm not succeed. Will not succeed. Got to go through the rain and the sun. Got to look at this as a long-term thing. You want to make the money with skill, not as a casino. Woo! Party every day. The market is not a party every day. There is the sun. It gives me the sun, but I know that sun ain't gonna be there all the time. That I gotta have to keep solving issues, problems, and working for it. For the sun. I work to catch the sun, and I caught a lot of sun, and I'm very happy with a lot of things that I've done, or how I helped the right people. I'm really happy. Well, you got to get in. You want to make the dollar bills, and it's good to get in now because I'm telling you right now, there's going to be opportunities coming in the market right now. A lot of difficult spots have gone out now. It's going to be a lot. Um, it's going to be a lot better, in my opinion. So get inside. It's not hard. It's not hard. Got to treat this like a serious business. Doesn't hard. First hour. Listen, the first hour of trading. Most of my plans they trigger within the first hour of trading. Some in first 10 minutes. But my stats show the way I do things, the way I structure things. That Apple triggered in the first five minutes, for example. We had to get an example. 9 out of 10 times, the best plans trigger within the first hour of trading. They do not trigger. Very rarely they trigger. They do sometimes, but they don't always work out very well. And I know this from experience. Okay, so any questions, people out there? From new people? Anybody new out there have a question? You know that you're anybody out there? We got 18 people watching. Could be all members. Some people just want to listen to me what I say. Not many questions. Just a few from some. You know, I do a lot of things. A lot of people do just want to hear what I have to say, and they learn a lot. David, curious on Apple plan. Why pick July? Yeah, because as I said, I I like the monthly. With Apple, I if I can get them, I prefer the July over June. Even though we didn't need it, I prefer them. I That's just how I am. I prefer monthly options, especially if this if it just because they make more money too, especially when things go. So there's a lot of reasons, but I prefer it that way. That's why I picked July 19. Honestly, I like monthly calls majority. Now, a monthly call could be 3 weeks sometimes if I feel that that's enough. But if, for example, the June 23rds, they were, or is it June? I forgot the expiration for June. Once there's a little time left on something, I prefer the long something a little longer. And that's not that long, by the way. July 19 isn't that long. Yeah, but David, the plan for yeah, I am bullish Apple. However, the key was how does Apple get to? We saw how Apple got to 194. So Apple got to 194 very strongly. The question is, does it get? How do we get to? Because I could be making more plans, David. So don't worry. The answer is I will make new plans for Apple. That this plan that I had for the July plan, we might continuously use another July option, by the way. Because July's I will still want to use now, by the way. The July I will still want to use in this situation. Um, as for earnings, I don't know until we get closer to that time or what the stock is doing. Most times, whether we will stay or not. Um, I think in this again, I will get to that when that time comes, David, because the market always gives new information day to day, right? I mean, this was a whole brand new information that came in right now. It's just more bullish, like I've been saying, anyways. Again, I'm right. Stock clown, you're wrong. Okay, understood. If you see better signal, then yeah, exactly. Um, if the market decides to change its mind short term, of course we can adapt to that, right? by making new options. So I think that answers that. So don't worry about that. But that's a good question. Like you want to know, you want to try to understand that. There's so many variables, David. It's never. I've always said this to you. It's never a stagnant thing. I always have to make decisions based on my experience and what I'm seeing. All right, guys, this live stream, I can't believe it, man. Wow, that was good. I had a lot of great things. So hopefully, it's going to help a lot of people. Thanks. Yeah, I will. Don't worry, David. I'll keep you posted. Thanks, Sandro. Good night, Sandro, and group. No, Tesla. Yeah, I always do that, David. Tesla, no. Tesla right now, it doesn't make it in my rule set. It just out of it just it's broken too many of my rules for me to talk about Tesla. Have a good night, people. So there's just I don't like. I wish Tesla. I think Tesla's going to will build itself up, but there will be a time when we will get into Tesla. But it's not going to come. I don't care about it right now. To be honest with you, it just doesn't. It doesn't meet my rule set, and I cannot get into stuff that doesn't meet my rule set. Cannot. Even though I like the company and the stock, it doesn't matter. It's all about making dollar bills with skills, people. Have a good night. That's all it's about.